I got into this business, ironically, through my granddaughter. It was my granddaughter that was living in Traverse City at the time. And she decided that Culvers was going to be her favorite restaurant. So when Grandma and Grandpa would come up to visit, she had to bring her grandparents to her favorite restaurant, which was Culvers. We were so impressed by the cleanliness and the quality and the menu options that they had that we thought this is a really good organization and it might be something worth pursuing, because my husband and I had been looking for an opportunity for a business in Grand Haven for several years, and Culvers just seemed to be something that might fit the bill. We had always talked and joked about having the opportunity to buy any land in Grand Haven. The land would be on the corner of Jackson and US 31. But unfortunately, the city owned the land at that point in time. So we waited. And we found out a few years later that the Grand Landing was developing this area, and we decided to contact them and see if there was any possible land vacancies. And we were fortunate enough to find that there was. So we were able to purchase the land here at the corner of US 31 and Jackson Street, which was a fantastic location. Now what business to put on it? And we talked about it, and we came to the decision that Culvers fitted the bill. Their values, their beliefs, and their commitment to excellence and quality was what we were looking for. So we decided to pursue it further with the franchise organization. And 6 years later, here we are. Culvers franchisees have to go through an evaluation period. And the first thing that happens is, if you're interested in opening up a Culvers franchise, you fill out an application. There's a financial obligation that the franchisees must meet, and there is also a business obligation that the franchisees must meet. The first thing that I did was I went over to Wisconsin and I did an evaluation period, which was 60 hours. They put you into one of their family restaurants and you go through every position and you work with the team in every position in the restaurant, and they evaluate you whether or not you have the wherewithal to be committed enough and to be fast enough and to have a work ethic that they're looking for. Then they also put you through an evaluation on a business side. So there was a lot of testing that they did, and at the end of that period, they evaluated you. And before they sent you home, they let you know whether or not they thought that you would be a good fit or a good partner for them. After that evaluation, you're set up to go to a 12-week course that all franchisees building and opening a new store must go through. It's required. And it is, you work with the restaurants. They put you in one of the family restaurants, and then they also have classroom time. So for 12 weeks, you work side by side with the team in the restaurants, and then you also work with headquarters, and they put you through everything that you need to know to open up a Culvers. However, there is not anyone that can prepare you enough. When you open up your own restaurant, it is an experience in and of itself. And even though Culvers they have a great support system and they have a great training program, the commitment of time and energy. Opening a new restaurant is intense and it's stressful, but it is so rewarding when you open up those doors and you see the customers walk in and they're happy. What I did before Culvers, I raised a family. Our family is a blended family. Although my children are my children, we had 5 children in our family, and I was fortunate enough to be able to spend a lot of my time at home raising my children. I have been involved in retail management with a large grocery chain here in Michigan for about 8 years, and I also briefly worked for American Airlines as a flight attendant, so I was very comfortable with being in the public eye and dealing with customers. 5 children, ranged from 3 to 14 when we first got together back in 1993, and we kind of all grew up together. And after the children were gone, that was an opportunity for us to look at something different and to pursue something that would be a challenge to both myself and my husband. And we decided to go into the restaurant business without having any restaurant experience in front. So people ask me if I'm crazy. Tell them no, I'm beyond crazy. But it definitely is a challenge, and it has been a lot of fun with a lot of rewards. And I really enjoy being in this community and interacting with the public here.